Hi guys, so in my recent live streams, I've been getting people asking me what does this setting do, or this setting. Then I've realized Codem has too many settings. There is a million to change. But what do they do exactly? So I've decided to make this tutorial video to explain the basic of what some settings does and what settings do not do. We are going to cover some of them. Let's do it. So right now you are in basic settings. You have MP mode, BR mode, and zombies. First, aim assist, it's definitional, you have that on. You can just pause the video, check through my settings, what I have on and off. Hide prone button, they separate your sliding button with your prone button. So there's an extra button, your jump, your slide, and prone. Next, which I think is a little important, is your camera, POV, and your POV. It's basically how far your gun is from your face. So you can have it far away your gun or close to your gun. So it helps with that. Second is BR. You guys can just pause again, check through my settings, what I have on and off. Auto expand wingsuit. I have that off because sometimes I jump off a building, then it just expands the wingsuit, but I want it to just fall down like a rock. So I have that off. So I can automatically just click my jump button to activate it. But that's entirely up to you. As you can see, you can just pause whenever you like. Another thing to keep off is your weapon performance while ADSing. So that is your gun kick scale. Those things I have it off because it just makes my gun go like this. It just makes it too realistic. I don't like that. It helps with accuracy and better aim basically. So I do recommend keeping that off. Camera POV is a very important thing. So for me, I have my camera POV set to max. That's basically the distance from your camera to your character. If you're in BR playing third person, your character will appear further away from your camera. If it's max, that's the furthest it can go. So you can basically control your situation better. It's sliding shotgun fights, SMG fights, so basically you have more of a control over your environment. If it's closer, then you're just like into your character basically, which is a pain sometimes for me. Another thing is show sound location. It depends if you want your sound location further away from you or closer from you to see where they are exactly or not. Sound reminder, that has to be on. Both I do recommend it to be on, then you know where your enemy is more or less better. Next we have graphic quality. Basically turn your quality on the lowest it can go. The lowest. It will help it function better and not overheat as much. Your frame rate, even though it says it will overheat the higher it is, it doesn't really. It helps it process and perform better basically, the higher it is. So frame rate, do put that on the highest it can go. Another thing in graphics, if you scroll to the bottom, you have shader preload. That will preload everything. So I do recommend, if you do not have a high-end device, just to stop the shader every time before you start a game. So it will help performing the device better. Next, we have sensitivity. Sensitivity is a major thing actually. If you see, my acceleration value is on 270. So basically all that does is make things go faster. Like if you're in BR, imagine you're in BR, you're just running, you start accelerating, you start going faster. It's just the time of how fast you go to it. If you have it on max, you do things immediately fast. If you have it on 270 like I do, it's fast, but then it works up to the fastest it can go. Switching guns and stuff, if you're sliding in a fight with someone, it makes that motion faster. Taking a gun, it makes it faster. So the higher acceleration rate, the faster things will happen with your character, mainly. As you can see, my sensitivity switch is gradually switch while ADSing. This, I haven't really figured out what this does, but mine is on this. Camera sensitivity. As you can see, mine is on standard sensitivity 142. My ADS sensitivity is 140. So that's for MP mainly. My BR is kind of the same. BR is 160 and standard ADS is 130. So more or less the same. So whenever I play BR and MP, like I play BR, then I switch to MP, they kind of feel the same. I don't get too confused. As you can see, I'm scrolling, firing sensitivity, standard sensitivity, and IDS sensitivity. Though I do not change the other ones, red dot or tactical. If you do have a red dot or tactical on your weapon, do change one of those. 6x scopes, the same goes for everyone. Mainly, focus on your firing sensitivity, that is the standard sensitivity, and IDS sensitivity. IDS sensitivity is how fast you IDS and shoot around. Your standard sensitivity, if you have your gun like equipped, you're not shooting, then you just look around. That's your standard sensitivity. Your IDS sensitivity is if you're going to shoot, that is fast. The same for BR, basically the same for BR. Gyroscope, nope, we do not use that. BR, there's another important thing in BR that you need to change if it feels uncomfortable for you. If you scroll way down, you have free view sensitivity. That's just you walking around and turning and stuff. So that, I do have mine higher, it's on 160 at the moment. It's not too out of control, but for me it's fast enough to react fast with a shotgun or the SMG. Depends on what you want to do. You can change the sniper scope. As you can see, mine is on... If you are a sniper, I do recommend changing this. Mine's on 170 for quick scopes and quick flicks, basically. MP, you can change the same. Next, we have BR settings. In BR settings, you can change auto loot, you can turn that off or on. Armor, you can say how much your character should pick up. And your optics, you can change what gun should pick up what. So your assaults, should it pick up reflex, or your snipers, your LMGs, shotguns, anything. I just turned all of mine off. Lethal and tactical, you can say how much of what your character should pick up. Mods. Mods is important. For me, I have, the only things I have for my shotgun is long barrel, long range, and ADS. So whenever I run over something, I know that my character's only gonna pick up what I need. Everything else, I just turn that off. As you can see, pistols, I have everything off. I don't need anything on a pistol. Snipers, I turned off long range, lateral, and hip fire. Who needs a hip fire on a sniper? I'm gonna cry. Next is vehicle settings. Vehicle settings is important. As you can see, my vehicle settings are bigger. The buttons are bigger. I sometimes mispress my buttons and I change my, you can't see it right now, but the button I climb into the vehicle, I change it to a little bigger. In streamer mode, you can turn it off or on. So if you have it on, your name is like random watcher, as you can see at my logout, and no one can invite you. So you are non-existent. Allow friends to spectate, that's if you want someone to spectate you while you display. Reject all invitations if you want someone to invite you or not. So you have language and install. That is basically it. One tap IDS, that's if you want your aim button. You have two buttons, two shoot buttons. One hipfire, one IDS button. So if you have one tap IDS, that would make the button IDS. So if you have hipfire, both of your buttons are hipfire. You'll have hipfire on this one and this one. As I say this one is hipfire and this one is IDS fire. But if you have it back to hipfire, that would make both of them hipfire. But so that's basically it, guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me down in the comments. And if you have any suggestions on what I should do next, maybe a loadout tutorial. That would be interesting, actually. But yes, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys again next time. Goodbye, and remember, always stay dangerous, as cringy as it is.